What's up guys, welcome back. The OCG Banlist has dropped a couple of moments ago. Let's take a look. Haven't seen the list, right? OCG format, I've been keeping up with the OCG like for years. Definitely interesting to see how, you know, their format is now, even though their ban list has been quite different past metagames, right? Like cards like Maxi, for example, just to name like one card. But quickly take a look before we dive into the list and see how Konami OCG or OCG Konami decided to fix their game. I mean, probably a huge difference compared to us, well, our most recent TCG list, which wasn't really a ban list, let's be honest. But a quick glimpse of the OCG metagame, as you probably already have seen this one, right, with Noble Knight, because I mean, the fact that basically it can pump out multiple negations in one turn, 60 cards, 40 cards, but the fact that the deck has like the ability to play smoke grenade to trap dust shoot your opponent's hand makes this strategy quite ridiculous if you think about it. And followed by, and as you see in like the pie chart, is that Drachma is doing great. Drachma invoked Shadows, a couple of Sky Strikers, Drachma Eldlich as well. So you see, you know, like maybe we might see some hits in the OCG for Noble Knight, who knows, maybe the Smoke Grenade, the Trap Dust Shoot alike cards, maybe small hits to Drachma. But outside of that, I don't see any hits, right, in the OCG, or maybe Maxi, who knows. So let's dive right into it. And speaking of diving, Deep Sea Diva, well yeah, who knows if that is going to be unlimited, not really sure, right? So let's see. So the new OCG list is out. Newly Forbidden Link Cross. Okay, yeah, I think it was not really sure when Link Cross was limited in the OCG past list. Not really sure if it was the last list, right? But for something like Alter Guys, for example, and you know, like Helki Fibrex, you know, Link Cross does so much. I mean, I don't need to explain why Link Cross gets the X, right? So Link Cross, yeah, good riddance. We might see this in the TCG as well if Konami maybe is not hitting the Helgi Fibrex, but that's probably for September. Let's move along. Okay, so only one card forbidden in the OCG, so Maxi is still relevant. No Smoke Grenade, as no Drachma bans, even though Drachma, I mean, the fact that it's becoming so popular, and we have seen from the OCG metagame breakdowns, is that people are like putting stuff in the extra deck to counter your opponent's Drachma, right? So let's move along. Newly semi-limited. Okay, so no limitations. That's cool. Wyver Burstar. Oh yeah. Okay. Really. Are you going? Okay. This was. I'm not really sure. I mean, in Toon Chaos, you saw like the shenanigans that the new Toon Chaos cards are able to do. So. Okay, Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon got the errata. We are getting the errata as well in the TCG soon. But newly semi-limitation on like White Dragon Wyvern Burstar, that's an interesting one. Okay, Eclipse Wyvern is banned, but still, it's still an insane card, right? Oh, okay, and LP is banned. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, right? It should be. So, okay, who knows, that might do something. Makura the Destructor, oh, yeah, okay. I mean, with the errata as well, we haven't seen this one popping up, even though there is some cute gimmicky stuff. Necroface also semi-limited in the OCG. I believe it's at 3 in the TCG, and it's probably not going to do anything. So let's quickly move along, right? Lone Fire Blossom, newly semi-limited. Was it at 1 or was it at 3? Not really sure about this, but I mean, we in the TCG have this one at 3, if I'm not mistaken, and I don't see a reason why this card would not go to 3 immediately. Boosting up Plantex, but yeah, that's fine, I guess. No harm in that one. So no longer on the list. It also seems like a very short one, I guess. So not really hitting the Drachma, not really hitting Noble Knight, even though, you know, those are pretty recent and new decks, and the same thought process as we had in the TCG here. There weren't really like tournaments, big tournaments past like weeks, months due to the coronavirus. So no longer limited Deep Sea Diva. Well, yeah, as expected here in the TCG. Strong deck. Does a lot. Hand loops for days also with the Mulling Glacia plays, but it's falling a bit short compared to the other decks. So again, following the TCG here. Draconets, well yeah, I mean, the Dragon decks got a huge hit. The Synchro IP is also banned, so okay, that's fine. Doesn't really matter too much. Okay, so that's basically it. So a very short list, very short list. So semi-limitation on Wyvern Burstar, I guess that's fine because like the Guard Dragon engine is somewhat hit bigger in the OCG than we know in the TCG. But I mean, let's face it, Konami OCG also doesn't really have like something to base themselves on. And yeah, the big differences between both TCG and OCG is that the OCG does have like set ban lists, so we know that they are going to drop every 3 months. But I mean, let's face it, if you see the metagame, it's quite diverse, even though Drachma is doing quite well. But Emancipators is still considered being like the other decks. But I mean, it's fine. The format doesn't really seem that it needs like a ban list. You know, one Helgi, 5x, Aurora Dawn plays are still live in the OCG, and well, that's like an important package in like Infernal Noble Knights as well. Even though Link Cross does a lot, don't underestimate that, like with Marcher and so on. So that's an interesting one. Maybe Konami TCG will follow with that one, and you know, like limit Helgi Firebricks as well. I definitely see Konami TCG do that also. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or a like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.